If you're new to our channel, my name is Leon Cruz from Cruise Control Multisport. We create content that simplifies the sport of cycling with a strong focus on the rider and the important topic of biomechanics. Today, we just completed a commission custom project. This is Glenn Potenciano Maniquis, an avid car racer who has also found great joy in cycling. Now, after a successful 2025 racing season and to celebrate this achievement for his brand DUNAMIS, he ordered a made-to-measure custom titanium bike. The most important part of this custom project is getting your physical measurement, not your height, but your posture measurement. Height-based measurement is the old way of getting a bike size. Instead, what we do is we create a geometry based on a posture that you would want to ride on. And since Glenn is a huge fan of Tadej Pogacar, he even has two Colnago bikes, we wanted to create a posture that focuses on him instead of the bike. One of the key features of Tadej's riding is his very balanced, relaxed core. We realized that Glenn has a very long inseam, but a very short torso. Very typical for Filipinos. If you have a short torso and long inseam, you would benefit from a made-to-measure bike. We start with the head tube. The head tube is the one that defines your line of sight, and then your top tube is based on your torso length. Your seat tube length will now be based on your inseam. Now we add on the rear triangle, and since he wanted to use this bike as a gravel, we customized the clearance to accept gravel wheels. So if we bring everything together, this is how it looked like. Now, from October to April, it took 6 months to complete the entire project. Most of it was custom, especially the handlebar. We had to customize a handlebar to have a shallow drop, short reach, short stem, simply because he has a very short torso. And a lot of you, if you have a problem holding onto your drops, it's probably because it's too low. So we bring all the items based on Glenn's needs. You don't have to get stuck with what group set you want to have. You can mix and match depending on your type of riding. Here we decided to put on a little bit more of an aero wheel set and carbon chain rings. And this is the final result. Now, everything is good until we check if the bike actually fits the rider. So without any bike fitting involved, this is Glenn's final posture. Most bike brands depend on simplifying bike sizing based on height. Now, if you can look at here, this is where all the problems of bike sizing come into action. Not all people with the same height have the same torso length. So let's watch that again. If you look closely, different people may have equal torso length, but different heights when closely monitored. This is the reason why sometimes, even if you get a small bike and you're 168 centimeter, you still have numb hands and sore fingers.
You drop big money on a fancy road bike, 10, 15 grand, and then you're back at the fitter every few months. New stem, new saddle, new spacers, new everything. It's a never-ending cycle of discomfort, pain in the neck, back, shoulders. Why? Because the industry builds bikes around molds, fixed geometries in small, medium, large, extra large, designed for the biggest markets. Who buys the most road bikes? Europe dominates, with over 30% of global sales, followed by North America and places like Australia. Think Germany, Netherlands, Spain, Italy. These are the powerhouses. Big brands make thousands, even millions of frames, so they optimize for their number one customers. Now look at the heights. Average male height in the Netherlands, about 6 feet, around 184 centimeters. Germany, roughly 179. Spain, about 175 to 178. North America and Canada hover around 177 to 178. Australia and New Zealand similar, around 179 for men. Women follow the same pattern. Netherlands tops at about 170 centimeters, others in the mid-160s. Filipinos, average male is around 165 centimeters, 5'5". Females about 154 to 155, 5'1" or so. That's a full 10 to 20 centimeters shorter than those European averages. Here's a quick visual comparison of body proportions. Europeans tend to have longer arms and legs relative to torso, great for those stretched out, aggressive geometries. But for us Asians, especially Filipinos, that same bike feels like you're reaching forever, hunched up, fighting the bars.